Hey everyone, how are you? Welcome back to Married Let's Talk. This is your very own Rashida Omolade Sule. Um, I wanted to talk about a particular topic that's actually been bothering my heart. And I know I did a video on, um, being gay. And I wanted to talk today about intersex, because I feel that as Africans, we don't deal with that type of um, we don't deal with that type of situation, basically because we do not understand it. And what is intersex? Before, we used to call them the hermaphrodites, but they claim that they do not like that name, so they changed it into intersex. Now, intersex is giving birth to a child that has female hormones and a male hormones, and sometimes female organs and a male organ together. So it's so funny because being an African, I've never really come across anyone that is an intersex person in Africa. So I was thinking to myself, can it be that it doesn't exist? Or can it be that they are neglected, given away, killed? Because they have them here. They have them here in America. Oprah Winfrey had talked about it way back when, maybe in the 80s or in the 90s. And I was thinking to myself that it didn't just stop there. Obviously, people are still giving birth to babies that have intersex, that have two, they have a vagina and a penis, you know. So what's going on? How come no one is talking about it? How come it's not something that we address? So I had to talk about that today and bring the awareness to us that these type of people do exist. And if you are an African person that has given birth to a child that has both organs, I want to just advise you, from listening to a lot of people that are intersex, that you should not allow doctors to operate on them by you choosing their sex for them. You know, I don't want a situation where they grow up, you now have chosen to have a son, so they start pumping all this testosterone into this child, and the child now gets to the age of 13, and the child now start growing breasts, and the child body is now looking more like a female than a male. Or you choose to have a daughter, and then at their teenage years, they now start to feel like, I feel more like a boy than a girl. So listening to a lot of the people that are intersex, they said the best thing for parents to do is to leave those children the way they are and allow them to grow up and choose whether they want to be a male or female. And I talk about this because, like I said, in my culture, it's just something that's not talked about. We're still struggling with, raising up a daughter that now says, you know what, I'm a lesbian. We're still trying to deal with that. Or raising up a son and he says, Mom, I'm gay. I want to be with another male. These are topics that we don't talk about, that we really, really need to address, because we just can't, go around saying, I will disown you as my child. If you say that you're gay, I will disown you as my child. If you say you're a lesbian. We can't go around saying that. We have to be able to come to terms that these, these acts do exist. These people exist. And what I ask mothers to do is love on them, pray for them, pray with them, and then pray to God about your concerns. But I'm not going to lose a child because a child decides or says, oh, as long as I've been living, I've been feeling like a girl instead of a boy, or a boy instead of a girl. Now, back to the intersex. If we're still dealing with the ones that we know are girls and boys, how are you as a mother dealing with a child that is born intersex? This is something that we need to talk about. This is something that we need to address. I don't want you as a mother or as a parent, mother and a father, to feel that, I have this child and this child is abnormal. They are not abnormal. They are not freaks. They did not, decide to bring themselves into the world like that. So these are something that we need to talk about as a Black community, as an African community, and stop acting as if this doesn't exist in our community, because it does. So my heart went out to what's really going on with the children that are born like this. Are they being neglected? Are parents killing them? I wonder. Because in a society where I'm from in Nigeria, and you have such a child. I remember when I went to school in Nigeria, and I remember way back when they used to literally kill twins because they thought twins were not, until the women came and told them to stop killing twins. You understand? So, and those are twins. So when we now have children that comes out with a female organ and a male organ, what are we doing as an African community to make sure to let the parents know that you didn't give birth to a monster. You didn't give birth to a freak, So I wanted to talk about that today. And as I tell you, subscribe, because I'm going to talk about things that people are really, really not talking about. And my heart goes out to the women that are out there that, there is a community of us women that we can come together and we can talk about this. It's not to make fun of you. It's not that something is wrong with you or wrong with your child. It could be different, but let's teach on it. Let's learn about it, because a lot of people are suffering from not knowing what to do with what God has given them. Even in our African community, we're barely touching the surface of having a child that may have came out Down syndrome, or a child that may be physically challenged. We don't talk about these things, and we need to. We truly need to, in order to be able to help one another. Okay, so once again, my name is Rashida Omalade Sule. You're hearing this right from Married Let's Talk. And my email address is marriedletstalk@gmail.com or Rashida@marriedletstalk.com. So please give me a call, and let's talk a little bit more about it. Let me learn from you guys, so that, and let other people learn from you. Or I can just hear your story and just talk about your story. I wouldn't even put your name out there, so that other people can learn and know that, in our African community, we also have these challenges that we are facing, and we need to face it together. We need to face it together. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for listening. Subscribe so that when the new videos come out, you'll be one of the first ones to get it. Subscription doesn't mean that you're paying anything. Subscription doesn't mean that, they're going to go into your email and take all your information. Subscription just means that whenever I make a new video, you as a person who has subscribed to my channel will be one of the first people to get it. Okay. Thank you so much. Have a great, great day. And God bless you. Bye.